Welcome back to GTFO Girl, my move abroad vlog where I figure things out as I go and document it with a vlog. So today we are covering why I am moving abroad. So I've broken this down into three parts. One, Tennessee specific things, two, USA specific things, and then three, personal things. So again, this is all my opinion. This is not necessarily legal advice or anything like that. So don't sue me. I'm not a lawyer. So the first thing I want to cover is Tennessee. Why I am moving abroad and leaving Tennessee. I have lived in Tennessee since I was 2.5 years old. My parents moved here in the Navy, and I have lived in Tennessee in all three Grand Divisions at some point in my life, and I'm over it. It's time to leave. Tennessee has always been a very conservative state, but in recent political elections and things have just gotten more and more conservative, and it's not aligning with my personal values. So the political landscape is getting more and more conservative, Christian nationalist, and that's just not where I want to go. So a fun fact is CNBC listed Tennessee as the worst state, like number one as the worst state for quality of life. And this had to do with crime rates, healthcare, inclusivity. So fun facts is Tennessee had the third highest crime rate in the nation. Go us. It was 67.8% higher than the national average. Healthcare is also an issue here, especially for abortion access and abortion care, birth control. It's actually a crime in Tennessee now to conduct an abortion. It's a felony, and you can be fined up to $10,000. Gender-affirming care for minors is now illegal. And inclusivity with LGBTQ plus rights and accessibility and just acceptance is under threat. It's illegal. Some drag shows are illegal now. There's also a real push for Christian nationalism, and you can see that with a lot of the people running for office here in Tennessee, as well as running for office to represent Tennessee in the nation. You can also be denied health care based off of a physician's religious conscience. So if, let's say, an unwed mother goes in for health care, the doctor can legally decline care to her because they don't agree with her being an unwed mother, which goes right against the Hippocratic Oath, but, I'm not a doctor. So that is just a handful of reasons why I'm leaving Tennessee. I do have family here, but I currently live about 3.5 hours away from the family, so I don't see them super often. I do go visit occasionally, but I've always been kind of an independent spirit anyway. But then as far as the U.S., a lot of these things with Tennessee are very similar for the U.S. issues. The Christian nationalist mentality and just conservative values are not mine. There's a lot of fascist actions happening in the U.S. government. And then Trump. What more do I need to say? This is not the America that I want to be a part of. I'm embarrassed to be in this country. I'm embarrassed to be a part of this country. So again, these are my opinions, and if you don't agree with them, that's fine. My mom actually said something about my title of GTFO Girl, and she was like, that might be offensive to some people. If you're moving abroad right now, you're probably in agreement with all of these things that I'm saying, so GTFO Girl is probably not going to offend you. Last but not least, of why I am moving abroad, I have dreamt of living abroad for a very long time. So in 99-2000 school year, we had an exchange student from Italy. So I was about, 12 years old, and her name was Marta, and that started opening up the world to me as a kid about different cultures, different ways of life, different belief systems. And then in 2001, we went to Italy, and my parents and I and my sister were actually in Italy on September 11th, 2001. So that was a very interesting experience. However, we got to see Rome, Florence, Faenza, where Marta's from. We got to see all sorts of really interesting places, and as a kid, that was really, really cool and a great experience. So I thank my parents for that quite a bit. And then in 2010, I did a semester abroad in Italy. And so that was a really cool experience to see. Marta had her experience in Tennessee in the US as an exchange student, and then I had my experience in Italy as an exchange student, essentially. And studying abroad, I got to go to many different countries, including England, and absolutely fell in love with England and decided that that is where I wanted to go. So England has always been really, really special to me. I love British history. Queen Elizabeth I, my historical hero. When I was there in 2010, I got to go to Westminster Abbey, and I saw her tomb, and I had like a moment with her. It was amazing. So in 2014, I applied to the University of Surrey in England and was accepted for a master's in tourism management. And the only thing standing in my way was financial stuff. So I was working on my FAFSA, which for those of you international people, FAFSA is basically our way to get student aid, student loans through the government. And then I met someone and decided that I'll probably marry this person. So I did not continue to pursue that degree, which hindsight's 2020, because now I'm getting divorced from that person. So now I'm ready to start my new life. So what better way to start a new life than to move abroad? So I have everything in my life aligning right now to move abroad and to just start over. And I'm really excited about it. So different things that I have been doing is just kind of figuring out who I am. I've been journaling a lot to see, who is Lauren? What do I want? What do I like? What is my style? What are things that I need in my life? What are things that I can do without? I've been purging a lot of stuff, not only just stuff because I'm moving, but also stuff because I just don't need it. I don't need a lot of stuff in my life. And so that's been very freeing, decluttering. Living on my own has been great. And I'm really looking forward to just starting that new life abroad and being me and being just me without having to answer to someone else telling me how to dress, how to look, what to do, where to go. So it's all about me. I'm choosing me, and that's okay. Like it is good to be free. And yeah, so I'm kind of rambling now because I'm excited about this, but those are all the reasons, not all the reasons, but a lot of reasons why I am moving abroad. And the plan is to move to the Netherlands and in January. So it's counting down now. But thank you for joining me in GTFO, girl. So now it's your turn to GTFO. Bye. I always forget to do this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you have any questions or what you want to talk about next time.